this is how you vegetarian. Remember that yogurt sauce that I made on a whim in Freezer Dive episode 6? It inspired this deliciousness. Falafel, tortilla, a nice little tahini dressed salad. Oh yeah, let's get cooking. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're going to do something a little bit on the trendier side. There's all those videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all over the place where you put the minced meat directly onto your tortilla or your flatbread or anything like that, and then you cook it like that, and then you make, I've seen cheeseburgers, I've seen gyros, I've seen kebabs, I've seen regular tacos, I've seen all sorts of things. Today, we're doing it with falafel. Delicious. Keeping it vegetarian. We're gonna make a tahini dressing to dress up some salad, and it's all inspired from my yogurt sauce that I made back in my Freezer Dive episode 6 video. Nutsos that this little thing inspired something this delicious. Let's get cooking. Let's get making some falafel. Now, this is gonna be a somewhat make up as I go. I looked at a couple different recipes. Saw some things. I know, don't use canned. You want dry chickpea or garbanzo bean, soak it overnight, do all those fun things, but I just didn't have the time. So we're going to use canned, and that's going to be A-okay. We're going to do a blend of chickpea flour and chickpeas, and so we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to give these guys a quick little rinse just to kind of help get some of that canned flavor off. We're going to let these guys drain as we get some of our other ingredients rocking and rolling. We're gonna do everything kind of in the food processor, make things kind of simple for us. So into our food processor, I'm gonna throw in probably 2 or 3. I mean, those are massive cloves that just dropped in there. But so that's probably close to about a tablespoon of garlic. We're gonna take all of the stems off of our parsley and drop those guys in there. And then we're going to take about half this bunch, throw it in here, and the other half I'm going to save for our toppings. I'm going to make like a little salad kind of deal, and it's going to be really good with this fresh parsley in there. All right, so those guys in there. I'm going to do about 1/4 or so of this red onion. And this, we're not going to, chop up heavily or anything like that. We're just going to run our knife through it so that we got some good chunks in there. And then, of course, we're going to hit with a little bit of salt. And then for a little bit of a zing, little heat, we're going to do a little harissa seasoning. There we go. Probably about maybe a teaspoon and a half. And then we're going to pulse this, get this stuff all nicely kind of chopped up and everything before we add in our chickpeas. All right, so we're going to drop this guy on out of the lid, and we're just going to do a little pulse. There we go. And that's what we're looking for right there. It's going to get more finely chopped up as we blend it up, but we just wanted to make sure that we gave it a good start. Now we're going to add our chickpeas. We're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda. Help give it some rise. We're going to go ahead and we'll start with 1/3 cup of chickpea flour. Again, we're going to start with a pulse, and then we'll get more into an actual blend. We added a tablespoon of oil so that we can help with that moisture and get things nice and blended up. It's kind of, oh yeah, feeling pretty sticky. It's a little dry, so we're going to add a little more of the oil, but otherwise, looking pretty good. Oh yeah, it's tasting really good. We're going to hit it with a little more salt. There's the heat. I got a little bit of the harissa. We're going to do a little bit more. And then we're going to give it just a pinch here, a little squeeze of some lemon. The lemon's going to, one, brighten up the dish. It's also going to help react with the baking soda. Oh, I'm liking the look of this texture. Yes. So I like that there's still kind of chunks of the whole beans in there. It's going to give us good texture. You don't want it completely smooth. Oh yeah. Just a hair more salt. The harissa is there just right. Touch more oil. So we're probably close to about a 1/4 cup of oil at this point. Scrape this stuff down a little bit. Give this one last little buzz. All right. I like that. All right. Here we go. Get this guy off. Pull our blade out. Stuff on the bottom is a little more blended than I would have wanted. That's okay. Go ahead and get this out. There we go. But see how there's still kind of chunks of the garbanzo beans in there. It's going to give us some nice texture in there. There we go. Get that a little good off my finger stitch. Whoop. All those guys. There you go. Oh yeah. That's money. Woo! That is going to be delicious. I'm going to set this in the fridge to let it hang out, rest, before we start slapping it onto our tortillas and all that fun. All the falafel mix is in the fridge. We're going to go ahead and get making kind of like our topping salad situation to go in the middle of this like delicious taco, Euro, trendy thing that we're going to try out. So we're going to make a delicious tahini dressing. So I'm going to do the zest of a lime. We got the lemon zest in here. Oh my gosh, it's so bright and delicious. We're going to hit it with some tahini. Probably, my guess is it's going to be close to a 1/4 or a 1/3 of a cup that I'm going to do. Go. Get it all in there. We're going to start with, 1/4 of a lemon to give us some liquid and some acidity to brighten everything up. There we go. Ooh, it's going to make my kitchen smell so good later. And some oil. Not a whole lot of oil, but some. I'm going to hit with a heavy amount of salt. Give that a good mix right now. Really, really simple. Just lemon, tahini. Just that alone. Oh, so good. We're going to add 1 clove of garlic minced. I don't want this to be a paste. I want this a really nice little mince. I like the little texture component. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it all. We're going to do 3 cloves. So close to probably a tablespoon of minced garlic. The lemon seed trying to sneak in here. We don't like that. With that, we're going to go ahead and add our minced garlic to this. Get a little mix so that it can be hanging out. The other thing that we're going to add is I'm going to do a little bit of Bonneville seasoning from High Desert Kitchen. It's nice Mediterranean, really, really herby. There's some lemon peel in there, some allspice for good warmth. This is going to be really good balance against the tahini as well as the heat in that harissa that's in the falafel. So maybe about a 1.5 teaspoons to a tablespoon in here. Oh. Oh man, that is good. We're gonna add a little freshness to it with a little bit of parsley. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna chop this whole thing up right now because we're gonna use the rest of it to go in with our cucumber, tomato, and all that. So I just kind of folded it into thirds and ran my knife through it very, very finely. And then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna twist it. I'm gonna go back one more time this way, less kind of tight. And that's a nice little chop. I want there to be good texture from this and I want it to be very present. So maybe about a tablespoon or so into our tahini dressing. Give this a nice little mix. And I want this to be very like rich, but then a bright acidity to it from the lemon. So we'll just keep kind of adding lemon to this, but I want that tahini to really be like the shining component and everything else to kind of just build with it. It's very like sticking to the sides of my mouth, which is gonna be great because when we mix this over the top of green leaf lettuce and cucumbers, tomatoes, some shallot, all the liquid from that stuff is gonna help loosen this up. Oh man, that is good. We're gonna throw our parsley into this bowl that we're gonna throw everything else into. There we go. We're gonna give it just a hair more lemon juice. I think that we're, oh, that was a juicy lemon. All right, now let's give this guy a good mix. Oh, see how it's just kind of loosening up already? This is gonna be delightful. For the rest of our veggies to go with this, I'm gonna do a shallot. And with the shallot, I'm gonna do like little half moons. Because again, I just kind of want those textures. I decided to go with the shallot instead of the red onion. I could have done the red onion. I had the 1/4. It would have been a lot better for like prep wise and food waste. but I wanted the softer shallot. But I am going to go kind of on the bigger side. See, look at that. Just a nice chop. And we can kind of break it all up. I'll get broken up more in here. There we go. Next, we have our cucumber and tomato. I want this tomato to be relatively chunky, add a nice level of acidity and sweetness to the entire thing. There we go. Whew. The shallot got to me. Now for our cucumber. We're going to start with just about half of this cucumber. We're not going to do the whole thing because I just want to make sure that we have a good balance of the flavors. And also, I'm going to make some right now, then the rest I'm going to kind of set to the side so that it's like kind of a easy dinner tomorrow night when I get my boys. So, we got our cucumbers, and we're going to cut these slightly smaller than our tomatoes. I don't want it to feel rough to bite into. These are going to hold up a lot more. I want multiple little beautiful fresh crunches from this instead of just like a big chunk. Make sure that we can get a little bit of everything into every bite. So we're doing like a nice small dice, not quite like a mince or anything like that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh man, it smells so bright and fresh and delicious. If I was gonna serve all this together at once, I probably would do another tomato, but I think I'm good on the cucumber. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of Bonneville just to kind of help season everything, and a pinch of salt. There we go. Yeah. We're going to set some of this off to the side for later, probably about 2/3 of it, half of it or so. There we go. This will be for later because I don't want to dress all this too soon. Everything will get soggy, everything will get wet. I want that crunch, I want that freshness. We'll grab some green leaf here. We're going to cut some good chunks into this green leaf. Cut it into thirds. And then just run our knife through. And this I want big, and I want it chunky, and I want it to take up some space. So throw it in here. Oh man, that is going to be oh so good. It's looking beautiful too. I'm going to throw just a little more of this guy back in here. I think that ratio is going to be a little better. All right, we're going to give this a good mix. All right. There is that deliciousness. We're going to set this off to the side along with our tahini dressing. My family growing up did a whole lot of crepes. And so this is a giant crepe maker, crepe pan, crepe heater, crepe machine, whatever you want to call it. But it also is a great way to cook tortillas and a little like flat top kind of a deal. Griddle, tamal, however you say that. But so we're going to start with cooking off a couple of tortillas here, and then we'll get our falafel mixed down on them. And then we'll get to the delicious part, eating these yummy things and using that sauce, which is the whole reason why I wanted to do this. Was another reason to, just another way to use up that delicious yogurt sauce that I made in the video I'll post it here. Like the meal prep, off the cuff meal prep cooking video that I did. Woo! It's hot. These tortillas are a little bit bigger than what I would have necessarily wanted to do. I feel like I would want something just a little smaller, but I think this is going to work out just fine. He hasn't fully gotten to the outside, so we're just going to do some rotations. I'm being a little impatient here, but that's okay. There we go. Oh yeah. There's like something about like fresh tortilla, fresh bread in general. So good. While this is going, I'm also going to add some feta cheese to our little like salad topping thing, just so it's like an easy little, just like mix this up, throw it in the middle, wrap it up, and go to town. You know, so we'll give this a nice little toss. Oh, it's looking beautiful. There we go. Getting nice little golden brown bits here and there. That's what we're looking for. There we go. And I really just wanted to kind of lightly cook the opposite side because I'm going to put our falafel mix on here. And that way we can cook it, and then we can flip it over and finish cooking on this partially cooked side so that the falafel has a chance to kind of cook all the way through. All right, one more tortilla, and this one will be the one to get some falafelness and everything. There we go. Ooh, it's hot, 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 hot. Falafel mix is looking beautiful and delicious. The harissa in it is so good. There's just this like subtle kick in the background. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I love it. All right. All right. I'm gonna flip this over. So that's kind of like what we're looking for right there. Similar size to like maybe like two balls, two kind of patties that you would normally make. And we're just gonna kind of spread this out over the entire thing here. So we just have a nice thin layer of falafel mix. As close to those edges as we can. Just a hair more. There we go. Okay. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with just a tiny bit of oil. It's a well-seasoned top, so we don't need to do a whole lot. But I do want to have a bit of that like frying sensation. So we're just going to kind of give ourselves a little bit of oil here. Help make sure that our falafel doesn't stick. Fingers crossed it doesn't, and this works. Because I've never done this before. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Oh, okay. May take us a couple of tries, but we will get it. I'm very excited. It's going to be so delicious if we can get it to work. Oh, that's not too bad. There's just a couple of pieces that kind of fell off. I think that's something that we can work with. Okay. We'll let this other side cook some more. We'll flip it, give it another cook. I mean, that color is great. So just a little more patience. I was really excited to see how this was going to go. But the great thing is we're going to help cook it from the other side too by cooking the other side of the tortilla. And oh man, the smell is so good. So while this is finishing up, I'm going to dress our little salad topping here. Tahini dressing kind of a deal. And we're going to do about a tablespoon or so. So not a whole lot. We just want that to kind of coat things, get things going, give us some nice flavor. We also got that yogurt dill sauce that we're going to put over the top of this thing. There we go. That it's like kind of like reminds me of tzatziki, but it's definitely not a tzatziki. It's delicious, but it's not tzatziki. But oh man, that is perfect. We're going to have a little bite of this. Why? Well, because we can. Yo, not money by itself. Woohoo! We're gonna cook this other side a little bit more. Just kind of finish that cooking up a little bit. I'm very excited. All right, there's that beauty right there. I'm gonna hit it with this sauce right here. Just a little green sauce over the top right there. I'm running out of space. We'll just throw our little cucumber, tomato, and feta salad here in the middle. Give this a little roll fold situation, and boom, there it is. And that's killer. I assumed that this would work. You see all the ground beef, you see all those different ground meats and everything. So I don't know why the falafel had wouldn't work, but this is so simple. It is so like refreshing. All right, that is delicious. I need to take a break because I can't. Oh, it's so good. The falafel, you get a little bit of crunch. You get that crunch on the tortilla, which is great. And the texture is all really good. But so a lot of times, like falafel can feel a little dry. This is so moist. And the falafel flavor is like everywhere because it's flat and across. And you have a little bit of a falafel in every single bite rather than like a whole bunch of falafel, which is a great crunch that you bite into. When you bite into a good falafel, then it's fluffy and airy on the inside. All delicious. This has that, but on every single bite. Then all the bright tomato, the shallot, the cucumber, then the rich tahini, and that fattiness to it. Oh, man. All right. Let's brush out a couple other ones, make them look pretty, get some good pictures. Oh man, let's go. All right, so here's our little trendy falafel pressed tortilla taco thing. I don't know what to call it other than money and delicious. So happy I did this. So happy that I tasted that yogurt sauce and was like, I need falafel, but I want to do something new. Boom, here it is. I'm sure that there's a falafel dish like this. I'm sure somebody else has done it. So I am no inventor here, but I am so excited that I decided to play and experiment and that you guys join me. If you'd like to see these kind of videos where I try new things, revisit old stuff, and mix it all up, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you can get all those notifications. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I got some delicious things to eat. We'll see you next time.